Good morning and welcome to day number 162, I may believe it is, and we have an academic review date, so we don't need to be in, we go in for like a little bit to get like a little review, little update, see how everything's going. I want a cup of tea. So I have the day off. I've got to go in for about 20 minutes, and then got to turn the TV down, didn't bother to shut it off to the kettle, and I basically have to go in for about 20 minutes today, so what I'm going to do is revise all day, theoretically, but my filing system is so screwed. It's literally just buckling under the weight of all of this spare paper I end up having from past papers and whatnot, that I need to deal with this before I can do anything, to be honest. I need to do anything. And I'm cursing myself for starting up my reading habits again, because I just want to read a book. But I need to do this, I need to do this. I need to do this, and I need to be able to learn how to be able to I need to be able to learn how to press the off button on the camera, because I was going to turn it off then, wasn't I, Sid? I was. I suck at life, did it again. Done. Now I can start. So you've got to do a balancing act when you've got a lot of tests coming up. I've got 2 tests this week on Thursday and Friday, specifically C1 and Physics in Action. Both of them are retakes, so I've got to revise for those 2. So those 2 are on my revision list. However, I'm worst at C3, and C3 is an extremely important test. It's not a retake, it's just bang, there's your C3. C1 is only being taken to bump up my score a little bit. Physics, I kind of did bad on it relatively. But, well, I didn't do that, but I would happily rather do better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a question off each one. I'm going to do C1, Physics in Action, C3. So that I don't get bored of C1, because C1's too easy to sit down and revise for an extortionately long amount of time for, and so that I don't get just used to one thing all the time. You know what I mean? Good. Revising. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 questions on each of the maths paper, on each of the papers full stop now, and it's about 12 o'clock, so I'm gonna start having my din-dins. I reckon nice little snack time. It's going well. I'm doing well, but I'm on the easiest section of the papers in a way. I need to pay a lot more attention to C3, because C3 is getting pretty damn freaking difficult. But I'm not actually struggling on any area, except for one area on the physics paper. And they always like doing this, the first question on every single physics paper. I can never, ever get it right. But they say, here is a list of 4 units of physical quantities. CS, CS to the minus 1, JS to the minus 1, VC. Okay? From the list, write down the unit for power. I can tell you what power is. Power is watts. But no, that's not on the list. What a stupid question. That's completely irrelevant. That's genuinely nothing. Current, I know what the thingy for current is. It's amps. But now you've got to be able to figure it out that it's joules per second and coulombs per second. Blimey neck, what a waste of proverbial time. So anyway, I'm going to look for some din-dins, and I'm in the mood for some soup. Some soup and toast. But what kind of soups do we have? Hey Sid, I've got an issue note. And because I'm cool, while I make it, I'm gonna read using my little Kindle, because I just really want to just pick it up and start reading from it. I'm reading Sherlock Holmes, but I'm reading the first ever Sherlock Holmes, so it's A Study in Scarlet. And I'm amazed at how similar it is to the TV series. I didn't realise the TV series was a remake of the books. I thought it was like Sherlock. I thought it was like Sherlock, but like rewritten, just like a whole new storyline. So I'm actually amazed at how similar it is. Even A Study in Scarlet. It was A Study in Pink was the series. First ever episode. So I'm gonna read while I have my lunch and then go back to revision. What an exciting day. I need to wake Dad up to go to school. What an exciting day. Right, wait here 1 second, right? Just before I carry on cooking this. Warburtons. You make a toasty bread, right? This bread is specifically designed for toast, and yet you make it too big to fit into a toaster. What? Why? That has annoyed me. Oh, my parents always buy this toasty bread. It never fits into the toaster. What? It's so annoying. Stop it, Warburton. Fix it. Yeah? Fix your problem. Yeah, this is toasty. Oh no, we'll put it in a toaster. Lol. JK, you can't get it in a frickin' toaster because it's too frickin' big. Back to my book. Look how cool eyes. So cool. Get in my belly. You know what annoys me immensely by physics? And my dinner was lovely, thank you for asking. What question was it? Was it question 6? There it is. Right, okay. The question is, a battery in a digital camera is supplying a constant current of 0.29 amps. Calculate the charge supplied during 5 seconds. Okay, so the formula is amps equals delta charge over delta time. So you bring delta time up, times it by the amp thingy. So it's basically 0.29 times by 5 equals 1.45. Right, in the mark scheme, because I'm marking it as I go along, it says 0.29 times by 5 equals 1.5 coulomb. Accept 1.45. What do you mean accept 1.45? Accept should be there and 1.5 should be there. Look, I sugar you not, right? Sugar you not now. 1.5 accept 1.45. You mean, right, that's the wrong answer, that's the right answer. So you're saying accept the right answer. But you should be looking for that. That is so stupid. So stupidly. And the next one as well, it says 9.1 times by 10 to 18 accept 9.06. You mean accept the right answer. How ridiculous is that? Absolutely ridiculous. That's why I hate physics. That's what I hate about physics. They're just like, it's so close to this, we may as well just say this because we'll never know for certain. No, I do know for certain. It's 1.45. Deal with it. How rude. You wake father up so that he can come to school with you, so that he can come and hear about my progress, and then he goes and gets a fire call. That means I'll have to go down by myself. What a shame. What a shame that is. What an absolute shame. I've been reading Sherlock. I keep banging on about how much I've been reading, and it's quite nice to go back to reading like old books, because I always remember when, you know, we're back in the good old days. Oh, the good old days of English language and stuff, English literature, where you had to read stupid things like Shakespeare or To Kill a Mockingbird or Jekyll and Hyde and stuff like that, where it was all old language and it was all like old talk and stuff. You can tell I really loved English, and it's nice, it's kind of refreshing to go back to listen, to read that kind of text again. I kind of like it. I thought, no, it's old, I might not necessarily like it, but yeah, that's why I like it. I think because it's old. It's quite, I don't know, it's weird, I can't explain it. What I need to do, I need to get in the habit of doing the descriptions properly for these videos. I'm going to do the description for the video, and then if father isn't back, then I'm going to start heading off to le collège. Probably avec my book, read. Maybe. Mabes, babes. What are you doing up there, eh? Eh? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
So, how's it going, Sid? You have a nice time? Was you having a nice sleep until I came along and woke you up rudely? Why don't you just go back to sleep? Or is it me putting on the loud music? It's freaking Tim Minchin, Sid. It's freaking Tim Minchin. Yeah, it is. 'Cause yeah. You're not in a cage. But he is.
You've got to admit, Sid, it's the best bit about when Dad's asleep on nights, when we've got to be quiet downstairs. The best bit is when you put the loud music on. Like, yes, he's awake, he's gone, that means I can rock out really loud, yeah? No, fine. Back from school. Same old, as normal. I never see the point in these days where you just go in and just don't see the point. Okay. So I'm now getting ready for work. Basically, I'm on to chapter, I've read 2 chapters of Sherlock so far, which is good, the Sherlock update. And that's about it. It's boring, really. It's a bit of a boring day. We're back to the grind tomorrow. Back to the grind, loads of revision to do. I'll come back from le collège, upload the video, do some revision, blah, 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 blah. Because I'm a good boy. I am a very, very good boy. So, to work and home. Sydney, come on, wee. Good boy. Work was alright. It's weird going in on Tuesday because you're around people I'm not normally around. I was like, oh, that's good. I think you were in ages. I remember when we used to work the same shift, so now we don't anymore. So yeah, I was with. Literally nothing. Nothing happened, nothing to tell you. So I'm going to sign off pretty damn early. I'm going to sign off around 12 because I've gotten into the habit of reading before I go to sleep now. Which means that I'll probably read 2 chapters. So I'll go to sleep around 1 unless the tiredness overtakes me before then, which it probably won't. But anyway, pretty boring stuff happened. Work, pretty boring day really, not much happened. What's happening tomorrow? We have Le Collège. We have computing, physics, then further maths. Yes, further maths, woohoo! I love the further maths. And that's about all. And then we'll come home, back to work. It's because it's mainly revision because of exams and stuff. Stuff's going to get pretty damn boring. As soon as the exams are gone, I can kick up the main channel again and it'll all be fine and dandy. Like the good old days, but until then, it's going to be boring. I'm afraid, but we've only got 2 weeks of it, so that's good. It's my birthday coming up in a couple of months' time. I'm deciding on a party. I'm going to run it through with Lovely. And then I virtually decided on a party. I don't need to run it through Lovely for her permission, like I just for opinions or stress reasons and stuff, because I'm not sure if I can hack it. So yeah, that's going to happen. I'll see Lovely tomorrow lunchtime. That's it. Okay, so I'll catch you later.